day, sweet world! Welcome to the MGM Resorts NBA Summer League 2018 here in balmy Las Vegas. We got the Spurs and the Blazers at the Cox Pavilion. We're having a blast here at Summer League. Day 5, I believe we're up to. It's tough to keep track here in the desert. DeAndre Ayton, though, off to a great start, averaging 16 and 11 through 3 games, the #1 overall pick. A few notable injuries there to Monk with the broken thumb and Bagley the third with the bruise. Furkan going for 40 on Friday, and the first round tournament play does begin tomorrow. But we're super pumped here. We are the starters getting a crack at this play-by-play. I'm J.E. Skeets, this is Taz Mellis. That's the bearded one, Trey Kirby. Hey, yo. And of course, Lee Ellis on the sideline, shaking hands and kissing babies. Lee.
Hey guys, ready to do this? Let's do it. Let's have fun.
That's exactly right. We got 4 objectives here during the game. One, I hope you're going to fire the pun gun at times.
I think we all will.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
It's locked and loaded. We're hoping the Southern Lawyer shows up.
He is on retainer.
A little bit later for a close game.
Let's hope so.
Okay. Lee, we need a live, very solid play. The thumb's got to go up.
They'll be up. Don't worry about that.
Okay. And most importantly, we're praying for a wedgie. We're praying for a wedgie.
There's a chance we might get fired, but if there's a wedgie, we're streaking the court, and then we're definitely getting fired.
It'll be worth it. What a way to go out.
If we don't get a wedgie, we're wearing showgirls costumes on tonight's show on the starters.
Stakes are high.
The stakes are very, very high. Okay, look, we're excited for the Spurs-Blazers game. Unfortunately, 2 Spurs not playing. Derek White is out, and so is Metu, their rookie. But we could expect a big game from Lonnie Walker and possibly Jerron Blossom game.
Jerron Blossom game's a Spur. 4-year college guy, then paid his dues, winning a championship in the D-League. He said he was watching the Western Conference Finals, seeing guys like P.J. Tucker play defense, and he already knows his role. A Spur hasn't played in the league. That's a guy who knows his role, as he told Jeff McDonald, and he's got the offense to boot. We're going to see him switching in the league pretty soon.
And as for the Blazers, it's Wade Baldwin the fourth, one of the first fourths we had in this league.
Yeah, an early fourth. He's been one of the Blazers' best players here at Vegas Summer League. Heading into his 3rd season, he's been looking athletic, active, and very aggressive, just getting to his spots, finishing explosively. He's really playing for the job. The Blazers had him on a 2-way last year, signed him through the end of the season. They have until July 18th to guarantee his contract for next season. He's going full throttle, throwing down. Unfortunately, perhaps too aggressive at times, getting in the mix with Grayson Allen. That's been known to happen. Got ejected earlier at Summer League.
Got tossed from that game, but he is playing in this one.
That's right.
Grayson Allen, the new Matthew Dellavedova, perhaps?
And there's a look at the starting lineups. A lot of people expecting a big game from Lonnie Walker IV for the Spurs. We talked about Blossom game and the Blazers. They got a solid lineup there, and the young guy in Anthony Simons. Excited for this? Let's tip it up. We're underway, gentlemen. Let's have some fun here.
Well, I've already called the G League the D League, so just send me down right now. Just fire me already.
Yeah, in case you're wondering how much play-by-play experience we have, not a lot. I was reminded on Twitter from my friend Corey Smith that I went to high school with that I once called like a fake Royal Rumble match. And it didn't go well. It was behind the gym.
Hey, it's Summer League, man. We're all getting our reps in, trying to get better, improve for next year.
You're already calling out your high school friends. That's Olivia Handlin. Maybe you went to high school with him, just shot up that 3 ball.
Canadian, you're right.
Jim Moran, Blazers head coach there.
So we want to hear from you guys throughout the broadcast. Jump on Twitter, hashtag the starters to get at us. Wade Baldwin IV. Thought about the step back. He'll take the 3, and he'll splash it.
Money! Wade Baldwin has been
Is Lee going to be ready for the swish bombs?
I imagine he's giving the kiss fingers deep in the crowd somewhere already.
That's right.
Here we go, Lonnie Walker. Here we go. First thing I noticed seeing this close up, the jerseys at Summer League have improved drastically.
Yes, I'm with you on that.
They look like NBA jerseys. Here we go. Lonnie Walker, yes.
Kisses off the glass.
This guy is going to be a cult favorite this year, especially with Kyle Anderson leaving the Spurs. Lonnie Walker can fill that role because he's good on the offensive end and he's great on the defensive end. Also, he looks fantastic.
Caleb kicks to the corner. And Jake.
Layman
knocks it down.
has been balling going into year 3 here for the Blazers. 18.5 points per game, 54% from the field at Summer League. He's been leading the way for them this summer so far.
I feel like we've gotten pretty lucky with the 2 teams we've got here.
Yeah, no doubt.
For our first game, because these have been 2 of the better teams through the first couple of days here of Summer League.
Caleb Swanigan's bigger than I.
In the Spurs play. He is huge.
Also, we'll be seeing a bunch of these guys playing come regular season time. These are some veteran-heavy lineups, I would say, for a Summer League, no doubt.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Like the Blazers, you look at their team, there could be like 7 guys that we'll see on their roster when you count the 2 rookies.
Yeah, and like we said earlier, Wade Baldwin playing for a contract, trying to get guaranteed by July 18th. He's looked great out here so far. The Blazers are always looking for guys to contribute a little bit of extra creation. Guys off the bench, could be a spot for him, no doubt.
Yeah, I'm interested to see they're signing Seth Curry and Nick Stauskas, basically replacing Pat Connaughton and Shabazz Napier. Wade Baldwin should be in that mix, but I know they want to shoot because against New Orleans, they feel like they were lacking a little bit of spacing there.
We talked about Swanigan.
There we go, Jake. There we go, Jake.
He's on fire. He's got an early timeout here. Jake
Layman.
Blazers starting this one hot. Perfect from the field. Lots more, of course, still to come here. Starters on the call, Spurs Blazers. We might make history here today, guys. The Blazers may go perfect the entire game, not miss a shot, because they're 3 for 3 right now from distance.
Jake Layman following up his 23-point performance from Sunday hot to start here with 2 threes.
So the quick timeout from the Spurs, they wanted to talk it over and say, hey, let's play some defense and try and score. It almost worked.
I hope this Blazers team carries over to the NBA season. Just shoot threes. Just fire away. It makes sense with Damian and CJ.
There we go. Big bucket. First bucket of the day by a guy named Trey. Trey McKinney-Jones with the follow there, putting it in. You know I'm happy.
Second chance points.
Streak the court, Trey. Put one in yourself.
How many, I mean, you said Caleb Swanigan is a big man as he fires it up there. That was actually sort of close to a wedgie. I don't know if you noticed that. It was a soft touch. It nearly stuck.
Soft wedge.
How many skeets would it take to build a Caleb Swanigan?
He appears to be 3 skeets wide, I would say, at the very least. No surprise he's averaging 10.5 boards a game. That is a big body throwing
Going to
guys
work.
around.
Who says the post is dead?
Yeah, a little shake. He'll get to the line.
Going up against a pretty big man in Drew Eubanks himself.
Can you buy these Summer League jerseys?
That's a great question.
These are nice.
They're very nice. Let's get Casey Holt all over here. He's got to know. Amara, come on.
This is where Lee Ellis is going to chime in on the free throw technique. Lee, did you like what you saw there?
Yes, I did, actually. Very smooth.
Yeah, I thought
It's
so.
even prettier. Yeah,
He's shooting right at you. How's that flick of the wrist right there?
I'll tell you. Yeah. Ooh. Just came short, but nice.
Feels
nice
like a golf stroke in the gym here. It went dead silent.
Yeah.
Don't you dare talk while he's shooting a free throw.
Yeah, Lee Ellis will be chiming in throughout the show on free throws and the bodies of gentlemen.
That's right.
The shoulders, the biceps.
Yeah, body control and balance is
Yes.
really what I'm looking for, yeah.
Lonnie!
From deep.
Knocking down the three.
He's been very impressive here, mostly with his finishing ability inside, but if he's going to hit the three, the Spurs will be happy with that too. Definitely a more athletic backcourt with DeJounte Murray and Lonnie Walker for the future.
Yeah. He's got quick hands. Derek White not playing today, but will chip in there as well. Those guys have a real big opportunity to play with Tony Parker leaving, as Tony Parker said about Derek White.
Did you guys see that? I got a touch on the ball. Handed it off to the referee.
I missed it.
Yeah.
Dreams come true.
I was going to come out for a layup, but I thought it's a little early in the game for that.
Blossom game, attacking. Ref's letting him play there.
Yeah, that's good, D.
Yep. Caleb getting his...
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. There we go.
Blossom game coming up limping a little bit there, but he's fighting through.
Anthony Simons with the huge dunk. He is young looking.
Just the third high school player drafted since 2005, and yeah, he looks it when you're here in person.
Lonnie again. Woo! Splash again. Great shooting here.
Lonnie Walker's got 8.
There was people on Twitter when they found out we were doing this game, and then we learned that Derek White wasn't going to be playing, and Metu, that they were calling for the Lonnie Walker game.
Yeah.
And we might get it here with 8 early.
I feel obnoxious on our nightly show talking about him every single night, but even though he hasn't had shot a great percentage, he's just impressed. He could be a cult hero because he scores and he plays defense. Here's the end-to-end action for the Blazers.
A great finish. I mean, the dunk is beautiful, but I like that this team, because you don't see this at times at Summer League, the ball movement. Guys sharing it. It can become a little, you know,
A little
me
stagnant.
first.
Little,
yeah.
Hey, I'm looking for my
And that makes sense because guys are obviously trying to impress here. A lot of these guys trying to get on a team.
Not many of them have played together. You can see with the Spurs as well. They are committed to the Spurs sort of system. Ball goes side to side. Everybody's getting touches. Everybody's getting a chance to be involved on offense. No surprise from the Spurs.
So it's early, but I love throwing out stats like this. Lonnie Walker on pace for like 64. Okay,
that's right.
64 points.
8 times 2 times 4. Boom.
A little NBA trivia. Who has the record for most points scored in a summer league game?
Is it an Anthony Morrow or Hamilton? Which one? Morrow.
Anthony
Hamilton.
Morrow. Yep. 47 points. Randolph at 42. So you're pretty close there.
See, I consider myself an NBA expert. I'm just going to go out and say that. I'm just going to go out and say that. But the fact that Simons has been drafted as a high schooler.
Oh, well,
how does that happen?
Dirk, like, step back on the baseline.
Anthony Simons right on cue.
Right on cue. He took a postgraduate year.
Right.
So he was able to reclassify, so he's still the same age.
If you want to feel old.
He's a 99 baby, right? Yes, he is a 99.
Yeah, if you want to feel old, Vince Carter and Dirk Nowitzki were in the league before Simons was born.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, a little lefty.
Yeah, I don't really want to get into the 2000s with guys here.
Oh, you're going to be freaked out because right now we're at that 99 year.
I remember being freaked out in the 90s.
Yeah.
When they start getting birthed in the 90s. There's you.
I don't know, Lee. Was that a very solid play? There were some dishes.
It was close. It was a dunk, though.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I'm gonna put it tentatively down for now, but it
somewhat
was nice.
solid.
You're taking notes.
Swanigan's going to shoot that 3.
The big man outside. It's a nice pace to this game right now.
Definitely.
Blazers up 4 early. We got a charge. Good call.
Here we go. Eubanks dunk one more time. So this doesn't classify as a very solid play, Lee. We're looking at the replay here.
Yeah, nice ball movement. Nice dump off there. I mean, it's a nice finish. He kind of had to dunk it, so... Temporarily, yes. I'm going to say that is a very solid play. We've still got a lot of game to play, though. Hopefully we see some more.
Let's mark it down.
Lee, do we know if Greg Popovich is here?
I haven't heard from him yet. I did text him earlier, but he didn't respond to my text.
Because the Spurs are the visitors in this game, so in theory you would have to interview him at the end of the first quarter, and you could get popped.
What a highlight that would be. No, I haven't seen him yet. I will keep my eyes open. If you guys see him, let me know.
Beautiful defense, transition offense from the Blazers, looking to extend the lead here.
That's how you earn minutes, Wade.
Man, there is not much room at the end of the court here when these guys come charging down.
You getting a little nervous there on the fast break?
Yeah, I was nearly going to have to take a charge on Lonnie on that case. But
it is a funny feeling. You feel like you've got to be quiet when the guy's at the free throw line.
I don't think they can hear us from here.
No, I don't think so either.
Where are the Spurs fans cheering?
You just don't want to jinx the guy.
In the
I
hole.
love it.
There it is.
No, we're always
Good
waiting.
one, too.
We're going to be super polite. We got a bunch of Canadians on the call. We got to be super polite with the guys at the line.
London Ferrantes, one of the great names here at Summer League. There's Lonnie. He's got the handle. It looks like he's floating at times.
Yeah, I love the way he moves. I love how tight his handle is. Turnover there, but he's looking good so far.
You know what? He gets a pass. No matter what he does, no matter how many turnovers he has. Ooh. He's a fan favorite of mine for sure. Trent Jr. missing inside. Swanigan, what a board.
Great start here between the Spurs and Blazers. 18-12 with the Blazers lead. We're back in a second. And the more NBA Summer League.
Lock you up. Finley Toyota will help you get your fast break offense in high gear. Finley Toyota offers more vehicles with better miles per gallon than any other brand in the business. Finley Toyota, Las Vegas' #1 Toyota dealer and official courtesy vehicle.
Handily, in some ways, keeping the Spurs in this game. Has 8 of their 12. Looking great.
I think the athleticism already stands out early in this game, and definitely at Summer League. You see him hanging in the air. And even though he's maybe shot a little bit too much for his team, maybe got the urge to shoot at, he's only shooting 36%. Doesn't matter.
The hair is
cool
incredible. The hair is incredible. Lee, we got to get you. I mean, I know you. What do you spend on your haircuts now? $100 nowadays?
Loose ball foul call on Portland's number 50.
I think we forgot to
confirmed it's $100. Okay. I'm going to confirm for him.
Team's third.
Well, full court pressure here from Casper Ware. Ratcheting the intensity up.
London with the drive. Parantes misses there.
I like that he's rocking number 83 like a wide receiver. Oh, great defense.
Lee, did you get hit on that one? Thought Lee almost drew some contact there.
Trying to get a touch again. The ball's just rolling there. It's inviting me to go and pick it up.
What would happen if Lee grabs the ball and shoots it? Just he's going to get a warning.
If he
immediately tossed.
What happens if it goes in? I might get a high five.
You'll join one of the teams.
Hey, listen, Joey Crawford's just here. He might eject me. That'd be pretty funny.
They'd put 2 points up on the board for number 42. He wears 42 for his age.
There he is.
It's a good age.
There's Joey.
There's Joey.
Blazers, 8-point lead. About 2 minutes to go in the first.
Oohs and ahs from the crowd here on the crossover from Parantes. Might have been an illegal screen, but the crowd got excited, and that's the important part sometimes.
I thought it was a carry because he was just going left to right, right to left, left to right. We got the crowd oohing, got the crowd eyeing.
There's an early start here for this game in Vegas, but the crowd's filled out fairly nicely.
Speaking of large men, Yorgos Papagiannis is a large man.
Big George.
Just got on the floor here, number 19 for the Blazers.
Jumper is good.
Gary Trent Jr., a little bit different game than Gary Trent Sr. Gary Trent Sr., I think, made 4 threes his entire NBA career. Gary Trent Jr. made 94 last season for the Duke Blue Devils, a freshman record.
I loved Senior.
Shack of a Mac.
He had a cup of coffee with the Raptors, did he not?
He did. He bruised some bodies.
We didn't mention it earlier, but I would be excited to see a KJ McDaniels highlight today. Guy's had some incredible blocks, some incredible dunks in his career here at Summer League. Let's throw one down.
Calls on San Antonio.
Well, he'll go to the line right now. Yeah. 6-0 run here for the Blazers. Up 10 with KJ at the line. We pause to see if he hits it. No, he doesn't. Maybe we should start talking now.
We're very
getting too
respectful
quiet.
of free throws. Yeah. Lee has rubbed off on us, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's right.
That one's a little left. See if he straightens up on this one. Oh, a little right, I think, on that one.
Could have gone
Running the court. Oh!
Beautiful.
It was a little right. Are you saying it could have gone a little Jeff left better?
Putney throws it down.
We got to squeeze one in there.
Yeah, we got to fire it.
Tass, you're the Greek Canadian. What do you know about Big George? Oh! Comes up a little short on that dunk attempt.
Unfortunately, he's one of those Kings picks that hasn't worked out quite yet. Other than that, Speeds. That's about it. I mean, he's got a skill set.
Beautiful passing here. There we go. Just a little bit closer.
Nice look by Ledbetter on a feeling. On a waste.
Couldn't have let him better. He couldn't have let him better.
That's exactly right, Tassie.
Look at that.
The hops from Putney.
Oh, yeah. Getting up.
Gorgeous throw ahead. So this is a great start. Got some highlights here. Got some dunks. I know you're looking for a KJ1 still.
Yeah,
are you saying that just because he's a fan of the show?
Yeah. I mean, not just, but also literally he had like a volleyball spike kind of block a couple of years ago. The guy can jump out of the gym. So, I don't know, this is the perfect place for him to really utilize his athleticism. Jump over somebody.
There was one player who came and shook our hands, and it was KJ McDaniels. We want to see him get a highlight.
That's right.
Exactly. Yeah, we're definitely biased.
We got the golden touch.
If you're a fan of the show, we're going to be cheering for you. Lee, who you got your eye on over there? You got anyone?
Well, I'm hoping to speak to Blazers general manager Neil O'Shea at the top of the second quarter, so we're working on that right now, and also trying to get hold of Joey Crawford, see how that goes as well.
Goodness.
I'll let you know.
Ask him about Seth Curry's shooting. What do you expect from Seth Curry this year? Because Seth Curry, I feel like he's sort of an under-the-radar signing for the Blazers.
And again, throughout this show, hit us up on Twitter, #TheStarters, @TheStarters. things you want us to try and work in there, what you're liking, what you're not liking. We got thick skin. We can take it. It doesn't matter to us. We're having a blast doing this. We've always wanted to do this. For years, people were saying, why don't you call it a game? We're finding out why we're doing it.
It's a lot harder than it looks.
It's not easy. Yeah, it really does make you appreciate the pros that do this. So coming out of the timeout here, Blazers up 6. And, you know, right now, as far as some of these Summer League games have gone, fairly high scoring. 22 in a 10-minute quarter.
I don't know if it's because I'm sitting 3 feet away, but it feels like it's flown by. There's Jim Moran, Blazers head coach.
Oh. Fake walking the dog there. Couldn't pick up his dog. Big George.
Oh,
pass.
There it almost was, guys.
Yeah,
that was almost a highlight.
Coming out of the timeout, that was probably the design play. They said the starters are here. We're throwing an oop for KJ.
George is a Greek Canadian like me, also wears number 19 when I recreationally play sports.
Blazers, despite having 22, have been a little sloppy with the ball. They've had 6 turnovers.
Oh. Crossover worked
Pretty
that
nice
time
cross.
for Ferrantes. Couldn't finish. Yeah, Yorgo set that back.
5 seconds left. Here.
Oh!
Trey almost got it.
They're
Still
listening
time.
to the call.
Jones. Oh.
No call.
Yeah.
They're letting
A
him play.
little bit of a jump in, but maybe a foul could have been called on that one.
We were
Yeah.
close to it, KJ. We were close.
Let them play. So Blazers up 6. End of the first quarter. Come on back. The starters call in an NBA Summer League game. Don't go anywhere. Summer League action continues tonight in Las Vegas on ESPN and the ESPN app. We got the Jazz and Heat at 4:30 Eastern, followed by the Kings and Grizzlies and the Lakers and Knicks. Lakers and Knicks, that one's going to be jumping here at Summer League. The Lakers fans, they come out full force.
There's the 3 by Gary Trent Jr. That's how you do it, Dad.
Gorgeous stuff.
Got bad news for you, Tassie. Blazers reporter Casey Holdahl, you called him out earlier. He tweets in to say, as of right now, you cannot buy a Summer League jersey.
Ooh.
We're going to have to get creative here.
Yeah. Little pump fake from Ledbetter.
Gotta make that happen. I think Warren Legary can make that happen. 2019 NBA Summer League idea. Let's sell the jerseys.
Yeah. I mean, I'll say some of them are nicer than the actual jerseys some of these teams wear. Ledbetter short on 3. Blazers coming in transition.
Casper Ware. It's quick there.
Oh.
Get to the hole.
Good take. Tough shot.
All right, crossover. No. There we go. Drawn Blossom game.
Thought about the 3 for a second. And he's got that range. Thought about it, but wisely put it on the floor, got into the paint.
He's been good on both
Push
ends.
shot.
Very crafty game, it seems like. Been very active on both ends as a cutter, as a defender. Looking for a roster spot on the Spurs.
Yeah, and I mentioned it earlier, but Jeff McDonald interviewed him, and Blossom game, watched the Western Conference Finals, watching guys like PJ Tucker, Draymond Green, undersized guys, and he's modeling himself after those guys already. That sounds like a successful guy.
Yeah, I don't know about you, Jeff. I would say his game is blooming out here in the desert.
It had to happen. It had to happen, and there it was. Second quarter, mark it down. The Blossom game.
Number 68, Mikhail.
Yeah, here's Brima
His first team's
on the
first.
baseline. Gets the foul call.
Who says the post game is dead?
So he'll go to the line.
What shoes
Trying to add
is he
on one.
wearing? What shoes are at the line? There's a lot happening there.
Trey, you're the soul man.
Yeah, we're going to have to wait
Got
for
some
him
eyes
to
on
jog a
those?
little bit closer here.
Oh, short on that. Lee's
got ankle
Lee's got to be
braces.
so angry with the free throw percentage in this game right now.
Those are something.
He's got them strapped up, whatever they are.
Yeah.
Trent Jr. again. Having a great game.
Nice second quarter already.
Yeah,
Back buckets.
I like how he's playing at his own pace there as well.
You said, Trey, that Trent Jr. has a game nothing like his father, which is very true. It's always weird in a way, I find. Like a guy that was in the NBA then his son doesn't have the same even build and is playing a type of different position. I always find it strange. You always just think he's going to be exactly like his dad was.
Yeah, exactly.
Like Tim Hardaway Jr.
Definitely comes to mind. You'd think instantly he's going to have the crossover. He's more of a shooter. I don't know. If you're the son of an NBA player, I guess you just develop your game around the best. Right. So maybe you just become a great shooter because you're hanging out with great shooters.
Maybe you don't want to be like Dad.
That's right.
Yeah. Clay,
I ain't posting up. I'm shooting threes.
Clay and Michael Thompson, too, come to mind. Nothing to like. It's very strange. Ooh. Whistle was a little late. But Blossom Game thinks he's going to the line. And no, we're taking it out on the side.
Give it to Jeff. Jeff's passing really well. Jeff Ledbetter. There, see? I knew he was going to inbound. I knew it.
Savvy.
Man, I'm good at this. There's Jeff Ledbetter.
Got the long locks. 2 assists in the game.
Yeah. Couldn't have led me any better.
Putney again.
Putney.
Appreciate the PA man saying his name, so now we know how to pronounce it.
Putney.
Jumper sweet like chutney.
We have the late show here in Vegas, so it's sometimes tough to get a dinner after the show, so you got to snack up. And I got some mango chutney salsa that I've been taking down over the last couple nights.
Just the salsa,
Had to get creative with the mini fridge, though. You know, they don't like you to touch anything there. As soon as you do, you get charged $15. But I've got it stacked on a couple bottles of Coke, so it's great. We got travel.
Well, you mentioned your high school mate. I'm going to go tell a college story. We actually had a podcast back in the day called The Sports Doctors.
Yeah.
Before us, every single time, there was a show called Chutney Corner.
I remember. That was on internet radio.
It was internet radio.
Real player radio or something.
Spirit Live. Back in the day.
Oh, and we're going the other way again. Back and forth here with fouls and turnovers.
Shout out to Ryerson University.
The offensive foul on Portland's number 9, Gary Trent.
Great call.
Is second.
Got some Canadian coaches in the house.
Yeah, Coach Roy Reyna.
Yeah.
Also involved with the Canadian national teams. I think he's going to be an NBA head coach one day. Still obviously young.
Maybe scouting Olivia Hanlon, who knows?
3.
Corey Jefferson.
From the top from Jefferson. Thinking this is a 2-point game. So we got to keep it close so the Southern lawyer can show up.
That's exactly right. I've got my cowboy hat ready for the second time.
One of my favorite parts of Summer League is when there's some, solid defense, a guy creating a turnover, when the bench gets involved. Like they're creating the turnover there right in front of the Spurs bench. They all pop up, everybody's clapping hands.
That's Jerome Blossom game there, playing D against Jake Lehman. That guy is...
And the Spurs tie it up.
He's got Spur written all over him. There he is, inside, Blossom game. Defense, offense, doing it both ends.
7-0 run for San Antonio here to knot it at 27.
Back to Lehman, this time Lonnie Walker in the post.
And another turnover. Should be an easy breakaway dunk, and it is. That's their first lead of the game. Spurs up 29-27 with that 9-0 run. 6 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Let's hear from you guys. Jump on Twitter, hashtag the starters. More to come between the Spurs and Blazers at NBA Summer League.
Welcome back to MGM Resort Summer League. I'm Lee Ellis. I'm joined by Trailblazers General Manager Neil Olshey. Neil, thank you very much for your time.
Sure.
As a general manager, what is it that you look to see in the players that you're playing at Summer League?
Just growth. I think with our young guys, we want to see where they are relative to, how they played in college, how they were utilized there, how we're going to utilize them, in our system. A player like Anthony Simons, we're looking at how long the physical transition is going to take going from high school basketball, to the NBA, the speed of play, the athleticism, the physicality. And then we're evaluating, free agents from other teams and potential trade targets.
And how much sort of networking goes on as well, just with those other teams, about talking about who players who might be available and players who might fit into your system, and also other teams asking about players who might be available on your team?
Yeah, look, I think proximity lends itself to, more collaboration in terms of, of having discussions about players, but honestly, I mean, that goes on every day. So if you see trade talks going on, they're probably happening by phone back at the hotels rather than out in the open in the lobby at Thomas and Mack.
You signed Seth Curry to a contract this season. Obviously, he missed a lot of last season due to injury. What is it that you liked about him to encourage you to sign him up this year?
Well, I mean, look, he had a great year the year before in Dallas. We love his shooting and his IQ. We're really looking to build our second unit with Evan Turner playing more of a facilitator role, and we need to surround him with shooters. So Seth has the ability to be a secondary ball handler as well as a knockdown shooter that can play, with and in pairs with Evan and some of the other guys we brought in.
Obviously, this season, things were going great. You guys had to finish third in the Western Conference, but then in the playoffs, things just didn't work out. How frustrating is it for you as a general manager when you have such a good season and then it ends so abruptly?
Yeah, I mean, look, I think we've said, we're not going to, overreact, to a playoff loss. There were some contextual things there. We had injuries to Mo and Evan. They were a unique matchup for us in terms of style of play. So we didn't have as much of a foundation in terms of them playing as small with Mirotic. He obviously had a great postseason, much better than he had in the regular season. But we're not going to underreact to it either. But yeah, I think we're losing a little bit of perspective that we did win 49 games, and we finished third in the toughest conference and won the division outright. And I think we need to take some pride in that and understand we need to keep building on it while also having the second youngest roster in the NBA last year. So there's a great foundation there. We need to continue to add veterans. The draft was the draft. We didn't have a lot of resources in free agency. We had the taxpayer mid-level. We broke that up. And now we'll go into the rest of the offseason looking to make trades to bolster, our top 9 guys in the rotation.
Well, thank you very much for your time, Neil, and good luck this season.
Thanks for having me on.
Back to you guys.
Great stuff, Lee. Thanks to Neil O'Shea for taking the time, talking to Lely there on the sidelines.
We'll do all of it.
Interesting point there, I think, about pointing out that they're a young Blazers squad and the idea of maybe going and trying to find some vets to add to the young team.
And to clearly add shooting around Damian Lillard and CJ McCollum makes sense with Seth Curry and Nick Stauskas, because this was a success. Even though they did get swept, in the first round, there was a lot of parity in the Western Conference. We're talking about the Blazers at the 3rd seed, watching the Spurs here who are in the 7th seed who only had 2 wins less. It really wasn't that much of a disgrace to fall to a great New Orleans Pelicans team who would have been a heck of a lot better. It was shocking, for sure. But they ran up against a strength versus strength. Drew Holiday and Rajon Rondo, great defensive guards, and that's why they're looking for shooting in Seth Curry as well as Nick Stauskas. Okay.
Cleaning up that mess. Lonnie Walker, the 4th out of nowhere.
Walker like a talker. Huge one.
10 points now for Walker, the 4th. Do you always have to throw the 4th on there? It's a question I have. When do you just start adding the 4th?
I think that's a question for Lonnie.
I think so.
I think Lonnie will he'll let us know.
Huge dunk. Off the miss. There he comes. I love Donovan Mitchell's idea of having a dunk contest here at Summer League. I am all in on that.
I say get Lonnie Walker in it.
Yeah, he can start. He can be the 1st participant, 2nd participant, the 3rd participant, and the 4th. His athleticism is crazy, and it makes you forget sometimes. The release is a little bit slow on his jumper, but the athleticism on both ends, the hands on both ends, he is going to make Spurs fans, I think, forget about Kyle Anderson pretty quickly. I mean, he's that solid already.
Trent Jr. puts the Blazers up 5. He's cooking as well. He's got 9. Physicality's kicked up a notch here.
Yeah, this is a great matchup, actually. Baldwin and Lonnie Walker. Yeah. They're both pushing the pace on both sides, both getting into each other defensively.
That was fun to watch. That was great D by Baldwin.
Nice pass.
Awesome game, finishing it off.
Whoa! 8 points for Blossom game as well. Everybody getting in on the scoring. That's a big man's pick there from Caleb Swanigan up the top. That guy is wide.
You want to get shooters open? Swanigan will set your pick for you.
And there's the throw ahead to Blossom game.
We got a blooming punt perhaps or no?
Blazers up 3. We're back in a second.
Blooming
First
onion.
Blazers in Summer League.
Blooming game.
Back to MGM Resorts NBA Summer League. Blazers up 3 here in the second quarter. And we're right into the action here. As we were talking about the physicality in the second quarter after a fairly high score in the first quarter. It's gone up a notch. Yeah, see, grabbing, holding.
We're playing for the tournament here, Skeets.
Nothing easy.
Yeah, the Blazers are looking to go 3-0 here at Summer League in Vegas. A couple teams are already at that mark.
Yeah, the Spurs are 1-1. All teams get reseeded 1 through 30.
And then we get into that tournament play. Except for the starters. We're done after this. We got a show tonight.
Didn't make the tournament.
No, we didn't.
No.
First out.
Blossom game.
Just like college.
Took a shot to the chin there. He's going to shake it off. You got a poll about our polo.
There's a poll up on our Twitter page at the starters. Who's rocking the best polo during today's game? 35% of people.
Going John Salmons.
Nope.
No.
Lee Ellis. With the charcoal,
like charcoal
gray. Yeah, people like the dark suave look on Lee.
Maybe there's a lot of Spurs fans watching.
Yeah, exactly right.
The greatest.
Very Spursy.
Our fans are very smart.
Lonnie Walker got a piece of that.
Swanigan on the boards again.
Wade Baldwin looking good. Getting after it both ends. That contract's getting guaranteed.
Another foul up top. 2 minutes to go.
What were the rankings on that poll? Can we get a
Yeah, where did I fall?
1 through 4?
I don't know.
Where'd my boring blue polo fall?
27% voted for Mr. Pinkman, myself.
Yep.
22 for Tass, and 17 for you, Skeets. We did see one tweet that's suggesting you unbutton that top button.
Oh, no. I'm trying to keep it.
I want to see that next.
Super professional here.
We got a Vegas sunburn
12
below that
points
top
now
button.
for Lonnie Walk the fourth. No.
It's got 12.
Avoided
Lonnie.
the sun the last couple days. Maybe a little too much early on, Tess. Trent Jr. had been knocking down that little mid-range jump around the free throw line. Comes up short on the 3 there as well. We got another holding foul.
I just want to say, guys, being right down here in the baseline, you just get a real idea of how physical it is down here. There's a lot of guys banging, holding, pushing. It's incredibly fun to see so close.
You think you could keep Swanigan off the glass, Lee? Get a body on him?
Probably not by myself. I might need you with me, Trey, I think.
Does it make you want to get in the gym?
Oh, yes, it does. And I wish I could grow 8 inches just instantly
I
as well.
love Lee's pose right now down on the baseline. Got that 1 foot right up on the court.
Oh, well, he's looking for a Captain Morgan sponsorship.
Hey, this is where the referees stand as well. I'm just getting a bit of a feel for it.
He's got 12 as well, guys. Trent Jr. Coming up to a minute left to go in the second quarter. Blazers up 6.
A little chatter between Gary Trent Jr. and Lonnie Walker there.
And Blossom game. We'll go back to the line. Were you a big Blossom fan?
The Portland foul is on number
Jenna Van Oy, I can't remember. Yeah, I think I was.
I dabble on a little Blossom.
Yeah.
You know?
You liking those hats?
That would be my favorite part, would be the bucket hats. There's a lot of great floppy hats on Blossom.
She was ahead of her time.
That's right.
I saw 3D wearing a bucket hat.
Maybe it's time for a Blossom reboot.
It'll be here.
Yeah, it'll be here.
You know it's coming. Well, they bring back everything.
Last minute of play here. Baldwin pushing the ball up the court. What do you think, Lee? Good call there?
The San Antonio blocking foul.
We didn't hear you, Lee.
Called the number 17, Trey McKinney Jones. His second.
Yes, right call, mate. I was going to jump out there myself and make that call.
Yeah, Lee Ellis is convinced he could call a Summer League game, and will get the honor to do so in like the next couple of years.
It's a step-by-step process, guys.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So this is the first step, calling the game.
You're not going to be
Then
able
you'll
to
be
referee.
refereeing the game, and then you'll be in the game. Is that the 3-step process?
Well, I don't want to give it all away
Yeah,
today.
that's what he's hoping for.
Yeah, I like how you lower your tone a little bit while a guy shoots a free throw. That's a professional.
Wade Baldwin the 4 with 4, and he'll stay at 4. Oh,
Wow, Swanigan just copped an elbow in the head there.
Tough call. And Gary Trent Jr. there. Looked like he was standing still. Got some Blazers fans yelling, he was there.
was there.
He was there. He
Oddly
turned.
he did a weird turn there.
Squared up.
Awesome game to the line for San Antonio.
Yeah.
Shooting team.
The feet were planted, though.
They made the right call.
Awesome game. Knocks down another one at the line.
It's been planted at the line.
He's up to 10. Multiple guys here in double digits. Both sides.
Caleb Swanigan looks a little like Elton Brand from my angle.
Similar body type, definitely.
Blazers ball.
This is our 5th year at Summer League.
Fact.
Have you enjoyed it more than the other ones in terms of the games and the crowds? And what do you think?
I think it's become more and more full. It's become more and more of an event. So in that regard, 100%. I think basketball is getting better as well.
All 30 teams here for the first time.
Yeah, that's cool.
We got 82 games. It's an entire season of basketball if you're here to stay for the entire Summer League. It's been fun so far. Feels like every time we got a highlight pack on the show, it's dunk after dunk after dunk. There's some athletic dudes out here. There's some big dudes out here. And the rookies have been pretty solid, I would say, so far.
If you compare it to year one when we got here, everything is elevated.
Right.
It's just become part of the NBA calendar when, you know, in the early 2010s, it didn't have that same sort of level of gravitas, if you will.
They've done a great job blowing things out here in Las Vegas.
I also wanted to say gravitas on the air.
Gravitas Mellis, you nailed it, bro.
Swanigan knocks down the free throws. Extends the lead a little bit for the Blazers.
Trey Kirby with the pun Swanigan. I went with a Caleb Swanigan. It's not Swanigan. It's not going to work.
It's a tough name. Walker up top.
Caleb doing a good job of talking up top. Getting back on Eubanks.
Gorgeous.
Big dunk.
That could be a very solid play there, Lee. I know it ended in a dunk as well. Nice ball movement, though.
One shot.
Yeah, it was very close again. I like this ball movement here from the Spurs.
Yep, Blazers holding for the final shot. 5 seconds. Baldwin's got to start going soon. There he does. And comes up short.
That's the end of the first half of play. Your score.
So Trent Jr. leading the way for the Blazers with 12 points. Gorgeous pass here. Setting up the dunk for Eubanks. We got a 5-point game at the half. Blazers up 44-39.
Of our contestants representing their city, representing their squad. They won't be going home empty-handed. We'll make sure we hook these guys up with the NBA Summer League prize package.
Welcome back to Vegas Summer League, where the Blazers have a 5-point lead at the half, up 44-39. We are the starters. I'm Skeets. That's Tass. That's Trey, the bearded one, and Lee working the sidelines. Looks quite tanned now that I look at Lee. Get into the sun, mate. We're having a blast here, though. We had some objectives heading into this game. Fire the pun gun. How do you feel about the pun gun performance so far? You can't
Scorching.
force it.
It's absolutely scorching.
Okay, excellent. The Southern Lawyer only shows up during a close game, and it's a 5-point game at the half, which is good.
Definitely looking promising. I'll put in a call.
Okay. Lee, you're looking for the live solid play, the very solid play.
Yeah, we've had a couple of candidates in there, so that's good. I think it's just something about the San Antonio Spurs. They just always know how to move that ball around and get everybody involved. So hopefully it keeps up in the second half.
The problem is, though, you're going to have to call it right there and then. I mean, are you going to wait till the end of the game and then come back to it? I mean, what's the plan here?
Listen, I always tell you, I don't choose the very solid play. It chooses me. So I'll just have to wait and see what happens.
Okay, and then the final objective was to get a wedgie. It's been a couple close ones. Swanigan early had a little jumper. It was off to the right, nearly stuck. But otherwise, if we don't get that wedgie, we got to dress up as showgirls on tonight's final starter show live from Summer League. Yeah. You got to pray for wedgies out there, people.
Yeah, we're rooting hard.
We talked about some incredible programs today. Blossom, Showgirls.
What's jumped out to you, though, Tass, here from the first half of this game, from either side of the Blazers and Spurs?
I think the Blazers shooting the three ball, I think, is going to transition. It's going to translate into the regular season. Because I think they want to find more space for Evan Turner to do what he was signed for in the mid-range. And I think the point of signing Seth Curry, the point of signing Nick Stauskas is to have guys who shoot the ball around him. So that's where these Blazers are also, finding their shots at the three-point line. Gary Trent Jr. And
Jake Layman for sure early on.
Yeah, and on the other side, obviously, Jerron Blossomgame and Lonnie Walker are looking incredible. They look like Spurs, but I've been surprised that Gary Trent Jr. not playing like his dad.
Yeah, big second quarter for Gary Trent Jr. His dad once set the high school record for field goal percentage, and Gary Trent Jr. was looking like he could set the high school record for field goal percentage that second quarter. On fire.
I've loved watching Lonnie Walker and Wade Baldwin go at it here. Lonnie Walker, again, looks like he's floating out there. He looks cool with the hairdo.
Definitely looks in charge of the game. Looks like he's really controlling the pace and tempo, which is impressive for a rookie.
Yeah, exactly. He plays at his own pace. And Wade Baldwin's going right at him. He wants a job. It seems like he will have a job with the Blazers because they can guarantee his contract very shortly. I love the way they're going at it because Baldwin, it looks like, from watching sitting here, like he's been in the league for a couple of years. Obviously, he has been.
Got some experience.
Yeah, and that's a sign of a good Summer League player when you show that you have been in the league here at Summer League.
For sure. Blazers 6 for 9 for 3. The Spurs moving the ball well with 11 assists. 44-39, Blazers up at the half. We're back in a second. More Summer League fun. Back to MGM Resorts NBA Summer League 2018, where the Blazers have a 5-point lead as we head into the third quarter. Some Blazers fans there. How's the Wi-Fi in here, guys?
Yeah, don't be too excited.
I'm willing to guess they're checking our poll on At the Starters. We were talking about Jerron Blossomgame, led us to talking about the television show Blossom. Of course, who's your favorite Blossom character? Blossom, Joey, Six, or Tony? 33% of people say, whoa! Yeah, it's Joey.
Yeah.
First of all, can you show our age anymore? Not one of these players, not one single one of these players, not those two dudes on their phones has ever watched an episode of Blossom.
How many
Although
people
I
voted?
I love Mayim
Bialik
Bialik in Blossom.
3? Joey and
Joey, Mayim, and Six voted on this poll.
Jenna Van Six, Jenna Van Oy.
So the Blazers come out and build their lead. Up 7.
There's
Lonnie Walker had a great first half.
Nice dish.
Yeah, he could have shot that. Definitely unselfish.
It is quite evident as Jake Layman goes to the rack how athletic Jake Layman is.
That's a nice Jake layup right there.
He had one of the highlights the first couple days, that put-back dunk.
Yeah, big time.
And he gets
Saw how he once compared his game to Chandler Parsons, and I would say he plays a little bit like an early, young, healthy Chandler Parsons. A little bit of three-point shooting, a little athleticism.
Just to keep with the white guy comparisons, also Brent Berry.
I see a bone. I see a bit of bones in him, yeah.
It's got the crazy athleticism.
Blazers off to a great start here in the third. 6-0 run, and they got the biggest lead of this game at 11. Gonna have to shoot it. Looking like the starters shooting half-court shots there.
I think I hit that very same top left corner on my half-court shot.
Yeah.
I wonder if
12th turnover, for the Spurs.
I wonder if the Spurs are keeping Chimezie Metu and Derek White in the bag for the tournament. Sandbagging everybody.
Secret weapon, I like it.
Well, they say one of them had the wrist injury, one had the sprain of the ankle.
Because
minor injury.
I had them as the Summer League champs. Maybe it's being biased after they won the G League championship last year, but they're getting on the break here. Oh, that's a hold by Jake Layman.
Another turnover.
Tough finish from John Jenkins.
Sloppy play here from the Spurs. Messier than an everything bagel.
Can't keep the
Cristiano
crumbs
Ronaldo
on.
just signed.
So
What about
Blazers
Messier?
up 52-39. Great start. We're back in a second. It's NBA Summer League. The WNBA is in full swing, gentlemen. Don't miss a minute of the action. Catch it live by getting your tickets today at WNBA.com/tickets. I know Shea Serrano and Kevin O'Connor
Shout out to Shea Serrano and
taking
Kevin
in an
O'Connor.
Aces game the other night here in Vegas.
It's a heck of a product, that WNBA game.
Another turnover. Great defense, though.
Good hands by John Jenkins.
Poking it out.
Swanigan drop off to Jake Lehman.
Oh, that was a beautiful play.
What do you think, Lee? That was a layup.
Offense leading to offense could be very solid.
Jake Lehman with a great finish. Caleb Swanigan showing the passing skills there. These Blazers running away with it a little bit. Up 15.
Yeah, 10-0 run.
Lonnie Walker getting into the hole.
And another turnover.
The turnovers are being a killer right now, that's for sure.
Oh, I thought we were going to get a huge dunk by Anthony
Yeah, he
Simons
sort of just
there.
floated in
He
the
was
air.
floating.
Yeah, Spurs really made a run in the second quarter when they were the ones forcing turnovers, able to get out in transition. That has been the case for the Blazers here at the start of the second half. Really changed the game.
We're seeing some incredible athletes floating. Lonnie Walker and Anthony Simons and Jake Lehman. It's like us on the gondola at the Venetian, just hanging out. 4 guys in a gondola.
Yeah, that was awkward.
Paying lots of bucks to hear a man sing yodel, I guess. Oh!
Splash!
John Jenkins. No.
That's a swish bomb right there, Lee.
Yep.
Jenkins, when he was drafted, I remember, was considered the best shooter in his draft. Still got it, I guess.
Hey!
2012.
Spurs didn't turn the ball over. And they hit
You're
a
right
jumper.
about that, Trey. It wasn't quite a very solid play, but it was a swish bomb. We need to capture all the elements if we can.
That's right.
Spurs needed that. Desperately needed to stop the bleeding there. Could use a stop. And they got one, but
thought that was a
Blazers
goal
retained
tag.
the ball.
It was just a huge block by Brima
Caleb's
there.
throwing this up. Unfortunately falls to the floor.
You got numbers, Spurs.
Yeah.
You got numbers. 5-on-4.
Attack.
Swanigan
To
down
the
the
hole.
other end.
There it is.
Amida Brima with the huge follow.
So what you got to do is the classic Hito Turkoglu to Dwight Howard move.
Just throw it
take
up.
the shot, even if you miss it.
Good end-to-end action for Brima.
Gordon.
Oh, Wade
Door
Baldwin.
pass and Wade Baldwin with the fourth. They hammers it home.
The sneak dunk. Wade Baldwin's got 8. It feels like he's got more. He's doing a lot on the defensive end as well. Nice touch by Brima inside.
Blazers bench wanted the charge. On the little dump-off pass there, didn't get it.
Nice couple of minutes here for Brima. Block, couple of buckets.
You can't leave Jenkins
No,
open.
you can't.
You can't leave
Jenkins
John
open.
Jenkins open. We call him Double J for a reason.
That's 9 for him.
Played in Spain last year after 5 years in the NBA.
And drafted by the Hawks.
Right. First round pick in 2012.
Robinson out of bounds.
33 Ledbetter. 17 Kenny Jones.
Lonnie Walker floating, hanging, and that's what I was talking about there. The Turkoglu just get it up there and let Dwight throw it back. And there's that
Pretty
backdoor
nice.
cut.
Backdoor cut.
Sneaky dunk by Wade Baldwin. Guy is crazy athletic. Is that a carry, Wade Baldwin? Is that a carry, perhaps?
They find Jenkins again. John Jenkins.
John Jenkins running the J.J. Redick around screens. Just find him.
His middle name better have a J because that's 3 in a row, Tassie.
He's up to 11, 8 in the third here, and we only played half of it. Oh, he grabbed it right back. And there's the finish.
Good D by Ledbetter. Oh! Couldn't have led him any better. It's not a block. I don't know. I'm gonna say the Ledbetter pun every single
Yeah,
time I
it's a fun
can.
name.
I loved it when it was on the bounce pass.
Right. Yeah,
No, he was there, maybe.
Your puns could be led better, but it's okay.
yeah. Well, you're supposed to be leading. Yeah. Take a look in the mirror, pun man. Take a look in this camera.
Big George is in.
They're looking for that backdoor cut off that post
Yep.
action.
Trent Jr. cut off baseline.
The Orioles can shoot it.
Rattles in and out. Here come the Spurs. Need to have a couple good minutes here from the Spurs if we're going to talk to the Southern lawyer in the fourth, I believe.
That's exactly right. Definitely need to tighten it up on the offensive end. Not there.
Nope. We'll go the other way. Yeah, a little summer league scuffle. Everybody wants it. Trying to get paid here.
I think that's a very unsolid play, technically. Almost a turnover turns into a dunk. One thumb up, one thumb down.
Trent Jr. is going to let it go.
He's got 15.
Flash!
15 for Trent Jr.
It's going to be a pretty good scoring lineup, it looks like, for the Blazers right now. Jenkins and Trent on the court, both shooters.
Step back. Nice tip in.
Neil O'Shea was talking about the bench unit for the Blazers. Gary Trent Jr. could be a big part of that. Wade Baldwin could be a part of that. Seth Curry, Nick Stauskas haven't turned. There's a lot of shooting on that lineup.
Blazers 9 of 13 from 3 after that attempt from Swanigan.
The math says that's good.
Yeah. I mean, you're good at math. You're Money Mellis. Give me the percentage off the top of your dome.
That's way
That's
too
tough.
tough.
You can't do that?
72, I'm guessing.
Ooh, 69.2.
Oh, close
You're
enough.
close.
After 5 days in Vegas to be off 3%?
I didn't just pull that out of thin air.
No, I saw the calculator.
Yeah, a calculator was literally handed to me. It was incredible. Haven't seen an old school. Show me that calculator. Look at this. When's the last time you seen a calculator like that? It's been a while.
I visited my mom's office. She's a VP of HR. She's got a similar one.
You want me to spell boobs?
Send me with a hello.
Boobless.
Trent Jr. Short on that one.
Key check.
So again, Spurs got to get going here so we can get a competitive game in the fourth quarter. I still believe.
There's just no room.
It's a game of runs. The
It's
NBA.
easy to go on a run here.
Ledbetter knocks it down.
London Ferrantes couldn't have led him any better into the corner.
There you go, Tass.
Yep.
Pew.
Starting to feel it here in the third quarter.
You?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, the foul on the three-point attempt. Going to take a quick break here, and when we come back, 3 free throws for Lee Ellis to break down.
You couldn't have led that any better, Skeets.
Team Spurs. There's a timeout on the floor.
Pretty passes.
This was gorgeous.
Kim Swanigan up in the high post. If he can do this, if he can handle, get him into the middle of the floor, drop dimes, he's going to get some playing time in his second year for the Portland Trail Blazers. Blazers up 15, 2:30 left in the third quarter.
16 assists in the game for Portland. First free throw rattles in.
They're moving the ball, also racking up a lot of assists off those turnovers from the Spurs, playing in transition. That's an easy way to get some simple buckets.
I'm going next level with this next little fact here. I've got a stat about that stat machine I was showing you. This calculator,
Calculator
this
stat machine?
old school calculator, has been at over 2,200 NBA games.
What?
Mike Breen apparently uses it like 100 times a year.
Wow. Is that why it's that disgustingly dirty? It's been at 2,200 games?
There it is again. A stat about the stat machine. You ever called the calculator the stat machine? No,
Calculates
you
a
haven't.
few things, hits the equal button, bang!
That's right.
Have you checked with Schumann about that stat?
Yeah, he'll well actually me on Twitter, I'm guaranteed.
Is there an
well, actually, it's 2,205 games, Skeets.
Is there an abacus button on that calculator?
Spurs in transition. Ooh,
between the legs!
Yeah! Oh. Better, a little short on the three. Blazers up 18, 2 minutes and change to go in the third quarter.
Feels like the Blazers have a stacked lineup.
Well, yeah, I mean, again, it's like I said off the top, a lot of these guys are going to be on, in theory, on the Blazers roster. You're going to see a lot of these guys.
5 guys on their Summer League squad played for the Blazers last season. We've mentioned it a few times. They've got guys who are obviously trying to get back into the league, stick around for a little bit.
Yeah,
so no wonder they're playing hard, looking good.
Yeah, deeper part of the roster, Archie Goodwin, Casper Ware, guys who've got a lot of NBA experience.
Nearly a wedgie on the block right there.
Yeah, wedge.
Big
There's
block
Archie.
from Papagiannis.
Trent Jr.
Taking his time on that
Again.
stroke.
Another 3.
Got time to lace that one up.
He's got 18. He's hit more threes, it feels like, in this game than his father did in his entire NBA career.
4 threes in his career for Gary Trent Sr.
Yep.
We got to be getting close for Gary Trent Jr. right here.
Yeah, Trent Sr. went 4 for 50 from 3 in his career. The game has changed. The game has changed. And Trent, 4 for 6 today.
There we go.
Amazing.
67% versus, what does the calculator say, 450?
It's like 8%.
8%, wow.
It's amazing.
8.5.
Ledbetter kicks it over, swings it over, I should say.
Post-up opportunity for Jefferson.
Oh, that's clean.
That's a
That's a
bad
foul.
call. That's a bad call. Arms straight up, were they not?
I thought Papagiannis got the clean block there.
Jefferson will go to the line.
Papagiannis looking for his next NBA stop.
Tass, is there anything you want me to ask Papagiannis, seeing I'm so close here to him?
His thoughts on Papa John's pizza chain?
Do you think he knows you?
Absolutely not.
Only one way to find out.
Hey,
Well, you're right there. You might as well ask him.
It's like, hey, Lee, do you know Bruce from Australia?
Bruce. Special.
Jefferson knocks down both. 20-point lead here for the Blazers. With a minute. About a minute to go.
Archie.
Up
high. It's moving, Archie. What do you guys think about commentators calling guys by their first names?
Oh, it's Marv Elbert says that's a no-no. It's one of the number one rules. You go last name.
I understand.
So why are we going first name half the time? It just feels natural, doesn't it?
Bunch of casual guys.
It's the new age of calling games.
That's the new age. We call them by their first name,
I get a
Marv.
touch here.
And that's yes, I didn't call you Albert. I called you Marv.
Bob Rathbun does a lot of first name play calling in Atlanta. Paul.
There are some exceptions with Marv, like LeBron and Kobe. You know, you're not going James or Ryan, Shaq included. You're not going O'Neal. But not with the starters. No, we see Archie Goodwin. We say Archie.
Yeah, the thing about Archie, he's already got a nickname as his name. If his name was Arch, we could call him Archie, but he's already Archie.
Oh, is that the Australian rule? Add an IE or a Y to everything?
Exactly. So
yeah.
what do I do with that one?
Archie.
Archie.
Yeah.
After the game, say, hey, Archie, good win.
Phew.
Yeah, I'm calling it now. I think the Blazers are taking this one.
Wow. You sound like Dave Grisham. My buddy Grish. The score's 2-0. He calls it. It's a game of runs, Tass. You've watched a million NBA games.
Oh, this Blazers team just stacked.
No, you're right.
Especially
they look
with
good. The ball movement, the three-point shooting.
Especially with Derek White out, Shmezi Metu out.
Well, the fourth quarter is going to be all about getting that wedgie.
Jeff.
Yeah, that's a beautiful.
Nice extra pass. That's
There
a very
it is.
solid play.
That's a very solid play.
I think we've got it.
We got to go to lead. We got to see those thumbs. Oh, goodness.
That's great. I'm done for the day, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.
That's a boomerang. Explain a boomerang for
A
those that
boomerang
don't
is
know.
the person who starts a play and ends the play as well. And to get a three-point swish bomb out of it as well, I mean, that's perfect. Execution, fantastic. 10 out of 10.
A guy named Trey hitting a three-pointer.
Yeah.
Meant to be.
It's like a regular season night for you, Lee.
How does he spell this, Trey? Because we've seen quite a few variations on it since we've been here.
He's just like Kirby.
He's traditional like
Right,
that.
right.
Trey.
Traditional.
21, Maverick Rowan into the Spurs lineup.
One shot opportunity likely here for the Spurs.
There
15
it is.
seconds to go.
There's your spelling. Same height, same age.
Similar game, too.
So So Spurs on a bit of a run here to end the third. Yeah, they extend that, so it's a 9-0 run. There we go. We still have a bit of a game here, gentlemen. Yeah, Southern Lawyer maybe showing up. Blazers up 74-61, and here is that very solid play. It's the boomerang. Trey splashes it in the corner. He started it, he finished it. We'll finish this game in the fourth quarter when we return. Back with the starters, calling a little Spurs-Blazers action here at Summer League. Spurs gave us a 9-0 run to end the third, making this a somewhat competitive game here as we start the fourth.
And pretty much did it the exact same way you're seeing right here. Stop turning the ball over, started drawing some fouls, getting to the free throw line. You got to get some shots up or at least get to the free throw line if you're going to score some points. You can't turn it over a million times.
Has anyone at this year's Summer League done the old fouling out yet with the 10 fouls? I don't think so. We've had some guys get high.
I haven't heard of a 10, but have definitely seen some plus sixes, over 6.
It's only happened
see, yeah.
like
Greg
5
Oden,
times
Greg
in
Oden
history.
did it, I think.
8 is the record. A Toronto Raptor.
For this
right,
Summer League.
right.
That's right. 5 guys, I'm told, have fouled out in Summer League history in a game. And you got to get 10 with those rules.
Some big names.
DeMarcus Cousins, Andrew Bogut, Greg Oden, Channing Frye, and Thon Mecker. Incredible. 5 guys. 10 fouls.
All big guys.
Yeah.
Not a coincidence.
Guys attacking.
2 Australians in there too. Which,
well, that makes sense. Yeah.
We're aggressive on defense.
Yeah, you're foul.
Those are huge names.
So you almost are saying you want to foul out in Summer League.
Yeah.
Get those 10 fouls.
Means you're a lock
helps
for
your
the
career.
league.
Yeah. Channing Frye, in the game he fouled out, had the weird triple-double.
Oh, nice.
With the points, the rebounds, and the fouls.
Triple trouble.
That's right, triple trouble. That's good.
Couldn't get the quad. 10 turnovers.
No. Trey thought about the 3, and then he pulled it back. That pass was just not there. Cage McDaniels with the easy steal. And he'll go to the line to shoot 2. That's the one thing, the one skill you do see at Summer League that could use some improvement.
Fouling?
No, feeding the ball into the big man in the post.
Yeah,
like that was a perfect example. Angle all wrong. You're throwing it across the court there.
Yeah, it looked like a little bit of confusion on that pass. But Summer League, just in general, to me, reads more of a guards game. You know, the guards going to be out there handling the ball a lot, trying to make the plays. And like you're saying, Skeets, we've seen it with the Suns and DeAndre Ayton, trying to get buckets, trying to get the ball posted up. It's not always happening. The entry passes aren't always there. And that can make it tough for a big guy. That's why we've seen Ayton shoot such a great percentage, because most of his buckets have been, you know, off an offensive rebound or off a dump-off, things where he's just catching the ball and finishing, not getting any moves. But come regular season time, we'll see those entry passes getting in.
So you see a guy like Simons getting coached there. A lot of the time, these guys, Simons especially, just can take over games. Don't need to really develop that skill where defenses aren't as good as long as fast.
Oh, nice cross.
Oh,
big block.
But McDaniels there to clean it up.
Eubanks, great block. And McDaniels chipping in.
So Blazers up 17. 8.5 to go.
There's Drawn.
Ooh, ball almost went through the mesh and came out. I don't know what you call that. We have a lot of like ball nomenclature, but I don't know what we would call that one. We've got the wedgie, we've got the ledgy, when it somehow just sort of balances on the back of the rim. We got the pigeon when it gets caught up
above the backboard.
Above the backboard with the shot clock up there, which is very difficult to do as I look at these here.
What about the clog? The clogger, the clog.
If it goes
came back up.
Wow. Okay. Had some rough Vegas nights or mornings? No?
I've been great, actually.
Okay, good.
Really, really handled myself well. The plunger, I don't know.
Yeah, I see where you're going here, yeah.
Well, where do you want to go?
No, I don't know.
Maybe the groundhog that pops up, goes back down.
From down below. The thunder down under.
Yep.
Tweet at us, hashtag the starters. Let us know what we call it when the ball goes underneath the hoop, up through the rim.
Yeah, we're just workshopping here.
We're spitballing.
Well, in San Antonio's number 33, Jeff
Because it's going to happen.
His third.
And then we're going to have to call it something.
Team's third.
If this game is felt exceptionally long, it's because we've got 38 fouls called in this game.
That's a lot of fouls.
Especially after a first quarter that felt like it had
There's Simons.
some up and down play
A little
and
short.
not as many fouls, but these guys want the win. They're scrapping for it. Trey McKinney-Jones attacks.
Tough
Kisses it
finish.
off the
Looked
glass.
like Jake Lehman got a piece of that. Still went down.
Another
nice
goal!
pass.
Another great block from Eubanks.
Drew
Great.
Eubanks.
Great lead. But what a block.
I was going to say, Spurs got us.
Oh,
Yeah, I think Eubanks
Yes.
all around the rim.
Yeah.
he's all over that rim.
Offensive basket interference.
Spurs are going to wish they had that one back, too. They had some numbers, some spacing.
Did that
In
one get?
transit-
Oh, no, that didn't get to the board.
That's
That's
a
a
clean
clean block by Eubanks. Eubanks showing a couple big blocks there.
Spurs are going to have to start putting some stops and scores together here.
They're going 5
give us a
out
game.
here. They're going 5 out. There's space. I feel like we're going to get some drives to the rim.
Definitely. Looks like Jake Lehman is pretty much the 5 for the Blazers right now. And like we
Right.
said earlier, he's a 3 when it comes to actual NBA time.
Right.
Good defense from McKinney-Jones. Shot clock violation on the Blazers. McDaniel's shot didn't hit rim.
I do like the rule here in Summer League, the resetting of the clock to 14 seconds. I'm a fan.
Agree. You see it in the WNBA as well. It makes the game play a little bit faster. People get a little excited when you look up at the clock and 10 seconds are already gone. You just got the ball back.
Yeah, when you think about
Oh, wait.
2:24s, that's almost we're almost on a full minute.
The shot clock reset to 21
We're going to go back to the Blazers here because they're saying the Spurs had possession of the ball, so it wasn't a shot clock violation there. So Blazers keep it.
John calling for a pick. Thought Eubanks was going to pick that off. Lehman lines it up.
Oh,
shot.
layman's terms,
Lehman for 3.
In layman's terms, that was a 3-pointer.
he's got 15 after starting really hot in the first quarter.
Yeah, he's coming off a 23-point game. Jake Lehman is really impressed here at Summer League.
McKinney-Jones,
Trey McKinney
jumper around the free throw line.
Pull up.
All right, give it to Jake Lehman. He's hot. The modern-day Brent Barry. Give it back to him.
Nope.
No, Wade Baldwin
Oh, gorgeous finish
having a heck of
from Baldwin.
a night himself.
Incredible finish.
Went right into the
Yeah,
defense.
that's a huge foul.
San Antonio's number
Tough shot.
17, Trey McKinney-Jones.
You can tell this man is playing for his
His
NBA life.
sixth.
The way he's chatting on offense, chatting on defense,
Gorgeous
going
crossover.
hard to the rim.
Tacks the big man, floats a little bit, and then somehow finds the balance there to lay it in.
Said his
Great
goal is to play an entire 82-game season in the league. He's been a G League guy. He's been a two-way guy. So I think this is a good start if you're able to put together a real nice summer resume. Say, give me that contract. I'll stick around for a while.
He's got 12 and 9, and that's what has impressed in Summer League with him. It's not like just scoring the ball. It's the assist
everything.
play there from the Spurs. McKinney-Jones getting into the paint, making things happen.
Got a 15-point game here. Spurs not letting up. Oh, can't leave him open. Good close by Jeff Ledbetter.
The ball goes over the backboard, but again, with the way we have it set up here, we're not going to get a pigeon here. I don't believe. Nearly impossible for that ball to get stuck up there on the shot clock. Above
Do
the
have a
backboard.
couple of suggestions for when the ball comes up into the
Okay.
basket.
Right.
Celtics Reddit podcast suggests the pimple. Gross.
Okay.
And somebody also suggested the prairie dog, which is similar to
Yeah,
a groundhog.
I don't
Maybe
mind
they're
that.
the same thing, yeah.
I don't mind that at all.
We're running out of time here for that wedgie.
Yeah, I know. We're going to be wearing.
Oh, Gary Trent Jr. lines it up.
Tass, you do the stats on our wedgies projection.
Yep.
What do you think the percentages chance is now? We get one with 5:46 to go here.
1,000%. I think it's 1,000%. 15-point game here, NBA Summer League. Stick with us. 5:46 left, the fourth quarter with the starters.
League action continues tonight in Las Vegas on NBA TV and the ESPN app. We got the Hawks and the Bulls getting underway at 6 p.m. Eastern. Look at that concourse. That's where we do our show. Where's our set? Did they take it down already? We got one more show left tonight. Back. They drew it up out of the timeout.
Out of the timeout.
Casper throws it maybe a little bit too high, even for Jake Lehman. No, I mean, it was there. He just, yeah. He could have laid it in, but he wanted to give us the highlight.
He's given us so many already. Jim Moran, what a great call out of a timeout there.
The Blazers all game have been looking for that backdoor.
They have been.
They want that play of the day on the starters. They know what's up.
Oh, nice tip by Putney there to keep it alive for the Spurs. If they can score out of this, would be huge, and unfortunately, no.
We almost got ourselves a game, keeping it close here. Spurs.
How close do we have to get for the Southern Lawyer to show up, Trey?
In general, I like to keep it a 5-point game.
Wow,
Got to be a 5-point fourth quarter game, but you know we're having fun here on the broadcast. I'm willing to fudge the rules here at Summer League. You get 10 fouls, maybe we'll say 10 points. We got ourselves a game.
We were comparing Jake Lehman to Bones, Brent Barry.
He is the modern-day Bones.
We've been trying to drop the Bones in this broadcast throughout the show here. So I got a little trivia question for you. Can you guys name the 5 sets of 3 brothers to play in the NBA? Obviously, the Barrys included there.
The Holidays?
The Holidays is correct.
Plumlees.
That's correct.
Zellers.
Yes, I believe that is correct.
Tyler, Luke, and Cody.
Yeah.
There's a
Who
fifth.
else?
The Johnsons? I'm just saying.
No,
Yeah,
but you know, stick with a very common last name that starts
Williams.
with a J.
Adetokounmpo. It'll happen.
Jones.
It hasn't happened yet,
Jones
but it will.
is correct there, Lee. And we
Which
also
Jones?
Caldwell and Will and Major and Charles. All the Jones.
The
Keep up
Adetokounmpos
with
will
them,
make
man.
it happen.
Walker the fourth.
Thanasi and Giannis have played
Attacking.
close to us here at Summer League.
Eubanks.
Drew tries for the Eubanks off the glass. Doesn't fall.
If only
Tension
Kevin
for a
was there to
wedgie
help.
here is palpable down on the baseline, I tell you.
Oh!
Yeah, we are running out of time for a wedgie, or we are
Every
going
time
to
it
be
goes
dressed as showgirls on tonight's final starters live show here at Vegas.
Do we really need to do that? Do we really need to dress up?
I thought if we made the stakes very, very high, the wedgie gods would bless us with a wedgie. That was my reasoning.
Still early, man. 4 minutes left. It's a lot of shots that go up.
Just tried to get a photo of Jeff Ledbetter. Didn't work out.
Well, we have been talking about Bones a lot. I have a feeling his favorite player would be Jeff Yellow Ledbetter.
Oh, he's a huge Pearl Jam fan.
Huge Pearl Jam fan.
So the Blazers up 15 still. A little bit more than 4 minutes to go in the fourth.
Jeff Ledbetter all over Anthony Simons right here.
Praying for a wedgie. We're praying for a close game.
Fake block. Oh, Monaghan. He's tough to keep off the glass.
Coming back the other way, though. The Spurs are going to do it. They got to start this run now.
You never know, Skeets. You can just get hot with a 3-ball. There she goes.
Swish bomb.
This guy can see the future. You can see the future, Tass.
It's a 12-point game. The Canadian Olivia Hanlon banging that one home. He's got 5.
Caleb Morgan inside. Spurs get the stop they need.
Prima's a beast
Big
inside.
play here for the Spurs. If they can get another one down, make it under single digits.
Or double.
Ooh.
Yes, under double digits. Hey, maybe there is a Summer League rule where you can make up 12 points in one possession. I don't know.
We've been having a blast here, obviously, watching the games and doing the highlights for these games. But one of the big talking points when it comes to the Spurs, especially on Media Row and throughout the concourse, even with fans, is what are the Spurs going to do with Kawhi Leonard? what does your gut say? Is Kawhi Leonard going to be there at the start of next season? Or are they going to? Do they look to trade him? And if so, does it happen quicker or sooner rather than later, or not? Or is there no rush for the Spurs? What do you think?
I think there are too many rumors right now that Kawhi Leonard will be traded. When it's that smoky, I think it'll happen a lot later. It won't happen close to now. It's too hot right now. Melo can happen right now, but I think it'll last until the regular season. If it has to go into the regular season, R.C. Buford's not going to pull the trigger just to pull the trigger.
See, I kind of think they would prefer to do it before the regular season started, especially considering the way last season played out when Kawhi was a question pretty much the entire season.
Ledbetter hits another three, and that's a 10-0 Spurs run.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got ourselves a game.
Oh, my goodness. Back in a second. It was 84-67 for the Blazers with 6:30 to go in this game. But the Spurs, they got a little fight in them. Ripped off a 10-0 run. And we do have the Southern lawyer here now.
I do declare we got ourselves a game.
No
surprise the Spurs would hire the Southern lawyer.
Yeah, 7-point lead for the Blazers.
You tried to pull a Buddy Grish there.
Oh,
Steve's calling it. You wanted to call it when the Blazers were up 17. You wanted to call it. You can't do that.
I didn't have much hope.
Not in the modern day NBA.
No, it's a game of runs. It absolutely is.
So it's 9 here as the Blazers lead. 2:30 left.
Yeah, that ball was up on the rim when it was touched. Got to count it.
That's a big pick. Oh, doesn't pull the trigger. Ledbetter gives it up to Lonnie Walker. Lonnie Walker wants to pull out against Jake Layman here.
Been a quiet half for Walker. Be good to get in going if the Spurs are going to make a comeback here.
Ledbetter probably should have pulled the first one. Clapped his hands. Angry that missed that second.
The second attempt was deep. So 2 minutes and change to go with the Blazers up 9. You know, a few more scores and they're looking at a win and the perfect record here if they can get to 3-0 at Vegas Summer League. Baldwin probing, yep, gets to the free throw line and knocks it down.
He also has his shorts flipped over there. If we can pan down a little, tilt down a little bit. See the back.
Shorts.
Yeah, they're flipped over. You see the rubber on the shorts there.
Think they gave him shorts too big?
Look at that. Great camera work by the crew.
It's the style, man. People want their kneecaps showing these days.
I also hate that rubber if it ever touches my skin.
Big three from Hanlon. Repping for Canada here on the broadcast. Spurs need a stop.
It's an 8-point
game. Is that safe to say?
That's safe to say.
Yeah, we've hit that
Simons
point.
lines it up.
Stop and a score.
Doesn't get the roll.
Got a 2-possession game. This is a big possession for the Spurs.
Look at Hanlon.
Oh, yeah. My goodness. It's a 5-point lead now for the Blazers.
That was from Quebec, Canada.
And a little full court pressure here.
Oh, wow. That was almost
great defense from Walker. Another deflection.
Almost an over and back. 8 on the shot clock. Gary Trent
big block. I don't
call.
think the foul call was called on.
Throw a challenge.
It wasn't
Throw a challenge.
On Brema.
It was likely down low here on Brema.
Oh.
Man, I thought
little
we were going to
contact
have a
down
coach
low.
challenge.
I'm not sure I agree with that call.
We can see it better from this angle here. Now, I think the fact that Gary Trent Jr. just let go of the ball, it looks like he got hit. He wasn't trying to sell it, but in turn he sold it just because he let go of the ball.
And just so you know, you can't call the challenge on a foul call like that. You know, we've got the rule here at Summer League.
It's a judgment call, right?
Yeah.
We're not going to have a LeBron Durant game 1 of the final situation here, are we? Which was the right call, by the way. That was the correct call.
So Blazers up 7. Trent Jr. up to 20, by the way.
Oh, that's hit the glass.
On the glass.
Yep.
Way to get that to the glass, Jeff Ledbetter. Count it.
5-point game.
It's a 5-point game here. Snuck it to the glass real quick.
That's right.
It was smart just to get it up there.
Oh!
Big D!
got it.
Stays in.
Ledbetter fires.
Oh, Brima on the boards.
And
He's going to the line.
And this crowd is into it.
All right, Lee. 5-point game, 2 free throws. The loneliest place on the court.
Man, I hope he watches. I hope he watches
great
Orlando
deep.
Blackman. Learn how to knock down these 2 free throws.
Are you saying there's a key phrase to remember during these sort of situations?
I'll say it if he doesn't.
Oh, he hits the first, Lee.
Looks good. Looks good. It's a little unusual, the technique and the mechanics, but goes down.
If he hits both, are you going to hit us with a you know what?
Have to wait and see.
All right.
Doesn't get the roll.
So close.
Spurs have been getting stops.
Trent Jr. Oh! Brima just swallowed
Amita
that.
Brima! He is all over the place right now.
He is a presence in there.
Ooh. It's his second block of the game.
I like that drive, though, from Trent Jr., because he has been hitting the 3, but didn't settle.
Spurs are getting
Some
physical.
risky
That's a
passes
foul.
by the Blazers.
You got to
You
call
saw
it.
it with the hand in the back?
Hand
Is that
in
what
the
you
back,
saw?
yeah. They're being overly aggressive. The refs are letting them go. But that one you had to call.
That's his 7th foul. Doesn't matter in Summer League. You got 3 to go. You're good.
Get your money's worth.
So Caleb Swanigan steps to the line. And the first comes up short. What do you think, Lee? Is he going to go long on the second one? This tends to happen. You want to put a little too much on it?
Yeah, that was a little left, too.
Brima is affecting foul shots. That's how good he's been.
Good lesson for all the kids out there. Always practice your free throws.
Okay. Get the second one to fall. We're back to a 5-point Blazers lead. Full court pressure. Simons.
Lets it go early on the shot clock.
He's having himself a game here.
Thought they were going to burn some clock.
35 seconds. Oh, we're going for a foul here from the Spurs.
Pretty smart foul, I think. Sent Swanigan to the line, got 35 seconds. Now the Spurs have a 2-for-1.
Right.
So they were seeking out Swanigan there to put him there at the line. Because timing-wise, doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but
This team's
they'll
won
live with
it.
him at the line
We're
here.
intentionally fouling in Summer League.
Yep.
There's no messing around here.
Oh. First one rattles home.
Pretty solidly.
3-point Blazers lead.
Yeah.
Well,
They're
this-
not pretty, but they're going in.
Will this technique work out for Spurs head coach Will Hardy? Miss one. Yeah, it's a 1-possession game. They going for 2 or 3?
35 seconds?
Probably a 3, I agree.
I mean, they've been knocking them down here in the 4th, but the Blazers defense could be ready for that. There might be an open lane. You could attack. You have time.
It's a 4-point game here.
Whatever's a good shot. First good shot they're taking.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, see, they're
Ledbetter up
seeking
top.
out the 3.
Yep. Overplaying by the Blazers. Smart move.
That's good D.
It was great deep. And Hanlon knows it. Hanlon wishes he had that one back.
Probably the game right
long
there, I
too
think.
as well.
That's very good defense.
Blazers
They were
back to the
seeking-
line. Yeah, they can sort of put this one to bed.
They can put me to bed. Can they? I don't know.
20 seconds to go. You still believe?
I still believe, yeah.
Okay. Love that.
Shots are
You're an
flying.
optimist.
Quick 3 makes it a 1-possession game again, assuming Swanigan knocks down both of these free throws.
6 of 8 at the line.
Doing a good job. And they're looking smoother and smoother, Lee.
They are, absolutely
The makes are
right,
looking
yeah.
better.
The confidence is there, I guess. You know, you keep going back there, you see a few go down, feel good.
It's the tough part about shooting a free throw at the end of a game. Sometimes real time you could be 40 minutes in between a shot.
Spurs need a 3.
Way to stay down. Olivia Hanlon misses. And that about does it.
Probably going to wrap it up. Yep, Spurs are going to concede this win. The Blazers are going to move to 3-0 here.
Great fight by
in Vegas. An entertaining game. Spurs made it interesting in the fourth. Caught fire there for a bit. Trent Jr. with 20 points. Yeah, Blazers up 6. They take this 95-89.
It's a great performance, balanced performance by the Blazers. As we said, Gary Trent Jr. hitting more threes than his dad ever did in his entire career. And Jake Layman continuing his incredible Summer League performance.
You know what this means, though?
What's that?
Well, we did not get a wedgie. We will be dressed as showgirls on tonight's final
Make us look
Starters
like fools.
Summer League
That's
show.
our job.
I mean, we're gonna have the whole headpiece. I don't know what type of dress we're gonna have on, but Trent Jr. though, Gary Trent Jr. for the Blazers. You know, great game. Got to go in early, and then hit some big shots there in the second half. 20 points overall.
Yeah, the rook out of Duke was going to be part of the Blazers bench. He looked up, very skilled,
and one of 5 Blazers in double digits.
Blazers look good.
Not stunting like his daddy, but still stunting out there.
That third quarter was huge for Portland. A lot of Spurs turnovers. I believe the Trailblazers were +8 in the quarter. Really the difference in the game when it came down to it.
And there's a look at Gary Trent Jr.'s shot chart. A little bit from everywhere, and you see the 4 threes there. But let's go to Lee Ellis, who has the man of the hour in Gary Trent Jr. Trey, or Lee.
Yes, I do, Gary. Looked like it was a comfortable win there for a while, but the Spurs came back. How were you guys able to close it out?
Man, we just had to continue to fight. You know, Biggie knocked down some big free throws. When we have a league like that, we can't let that up. So we need to talk about that, go back to the drawing board, and finish our games a little bit stronger.
Your dad, Gary Trent Sr., made 4 3-pointers for his entire career. You knocked in 4 today. Where did you learn to shoot threes then?
Just repetition with my dad. You know, every day we've been working, shooting, dribbling drills, and everything. So it's finally paying off. But, you know, it's crazy how he was a big man, never shot any threes, and then he teach me how to do it. So he's a great player development coach.
Do you remember the first time you beat him then in a game of one-on-one?
I think I was about 12 years old, first time I beat him, yeah.
So how's the Summer League experience been for you here in general, from when you started last week to where you are now?
Yeah, it's great, you know, it's exciting. It's everything I expect it to be and more. You know, it's physical, it's hard. There's some great players out here. You're playing against great competition. So, and it's really on the fly. You really got to learn quick. So that's the best thing I took away from it.
What's the goal for you going into the season next year? What do you want to achieve personally and then as a team as well?
Simply just come in, earn everything I get, every minute, be great on the defensive end, and help the team win in any way or fashion.
And what's the plans for the summer to get yourself ready for the NBA season?
Most definitely. Continue to work and grind and do what I do best.
Okay, well, I've got a little souvenir here for you too, Gary. So if you're ever in Atlanta, we'd love to have you on the show.
Right on.
And we're going to make you an honorary member of the starters today in honor of your great performance.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
Thanks for your time, Gary.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Gary Trent Jr., officially the 5th starter. Lee handing out T-shirts.
I love it. A little viral guerrilla marketing out there, getting the shirts into the hands, not just of the fans, of the players.
That's smart.
Pass
That's
it along.
I guess you know you're going to be very likely a future NBA player when you're 12 years old and you're beating your dad, who is an NBA player, one-on-one.
Yeah, I thought at first complimenting his dad on his player development skills. Really great son. I'm sure Gary Trent Jr. or Gary Trent Sr. very proud of that. Then he reveals, I killed when I was 12.
Right. Amazing stuff. And the Blazers, again, 5 guys in double digits for them in the scoring department. A lot of these guys are going to be on their roster. They're going to get minutes in the regular season.
This team is stacked.
So, yeah, not a real surprise that they're one of the teams here in Vegas that are still perfect at 3-0.
Yeah, a lot of guys with NBA experience. Like you said, Skeets, we're going to be seeing them come regular season time. Caleb Swanigan, a guy who was an all Summer League team player last year, came out and he scored 12 points, but he was also huge on the glass and also getting to the line late in the game, knocking down those clutch free throws. That was a pretty impressive performance by all the Blazers, veteran sort of guys, especially after they had that little bit of a slip-up where the Spurs came back 9 points in about a minute and 15 seconds. Blazers were able to button down and get back to the line, get some easy buckets.
Early on in this tournament, I watched the Spurs and I thought, maybe because I'm Vegas and I'm in a betting mood, but I thought the Spurs are going to win this tournament. They missed Chimezie Metu big time.
Yep.
Even though Brima was really great at altering shots, I mean, he made me not want to look at the paint standing over here. Chimezie Metu does the same thing every single play. So if he can get back into the tournament, and Derek White as well, you know, they should be great because they are they're Spursian in the summer. They're moving the ball. They're pretty stacked as well.
The Blazers we were high on, maybe giving an A or an A+ grade for today's game. What about the starters here on the call? Lee Ellis included. What do we think? What do you grade yourself? Harshest critic.
I think we're a B+. I think I didn't see too many slip-ups from you guys. I mean, I'd have to go back and check the tape, but I thought overall, fine.
John Schumann will let us know all the slip-ups we had on Twitter with the hashtag #WellActually.
Just disappointed we didn't get the wedgie. I mean, that really would have capped it off, you know. But I guess we'll have to come back next year and do it all again.
That's all right. You got great legs. I can't wait to see you in a dress as a showgirl tonight on the starters' final show from Summer League.
We didn't slip up. That's not much of an endorsement.
No.
I mean, we didn't play not to lose. We played to win. I guess we didn't win.
Let the people out there jump on Twitter, hashtag the starters. How did we do with this? Where can we improve? Will we ever get called back? Let us know. We had a blast, though. Thanks so much to everyone in the ESPN Truck and NBA team for putting this together, giving us a chance. And lots more Summer League action, of course, still to come here on both networks. It's only day 5. This thing goes for a long time.